Hi, Braveheart. ZGALA here, aka Aunt Angel. Thanks for stopping by the Fit and Free show. Let's do a little de-stressing. Just let that stress go, roll off like water off a duck's back. And then also sometimes you gotta gather it up and just really, really exhale it. So we're gonna work on both of those right now. Let's do it. Make sure you listen to your own body, follow your own lead. You're welcome to use me as a prompt, as an inspiration, but don't forget that you are yours. You're in control, and you and your body are doing this life thing together. It's the one thing you can't live without, so yeah, give it the due respect. Let's start with something a little bit different than I've been doing, which is some side bending. So after just a little bit of moving around, jiggling, I'm just gonna start with a side to side. I don't know why, that's just what my body decided to do. And it's a good time to remind you there's all kinds of ways to check in with your body. It's like infinite ways. I encourage you to explore. A variation of the side bend is to look up into your elbow. Gives a nice variety to that side bend, looking up. And another variation to this is that you might notice, so if I slide my hips over as I do the side bend, then that's changing for me, that's putting a lot of the stretch here and a little bit here. Whereas if I keep my hips centered over my legs and then go over, that brings that stretch very much more over here. And neither of those is right or wrong. It's just a different way to stretch, and it's good to pay attention to all these little subtleties. So keeping the hips centered over the legs as much as possible, going over this side and then sliding those over, pushing into that hip. Get a much different stretch. And again, you can try looking up in either of those positions, and you'll find there's a variety. Let's shake out those arms a little bit. Step back into forward, and let's just roll down into a little bit of a forward bend, all the way down to wherever's comfortable. Bending from the hips, not from the waist. You get a lot further that way, letting go of the belly and the back, just letting the spine release there. And I'm going to place the right hand on the floor, kind of in front of and between the feet. Or if that's too much, you can go up onto like anywhere on the legs and then lift that other hand. And if you can, look up past those fingertips and also see if you can make like a straight line. For me, that's easier if I put my hand on the floor for torque. And then bringing that left hand down onto the floor, bringing that right hand up. Let's look up past those fingertips. Just adding a little twist here. And then coming back into that forward fold. Let's roll back up, pushing from the bottoms of the feet, the center of the earth, rolling one vertebrae at a time. Just noticing where there's stickiness, where there's suppleness. And then let's do a little more free arms swinging, just shaking off the stress. I'm going to come into a wide triangle stance again and do a little bit of forward bending from that position. So try not to lock the knees in this position. And let's come into first a half fold. So you can use your knees or your arms for a little bit of support, but try not to well, I shouldn't say try not to. I shouldn't say shouldn't. Oh my goodness, look at that rabbit hole. Let's pause here and then take a nice deep breath and slide down a little bit further to wherever's comfortable to stop. Folding from the hips again. And then taking a deep breath. And pulling into a little bit of a deeper stretch, maybe using the hands a little bit for some pulling this time. just down the middle the first time, and then I'm going to walk the hands over to one side and aim my face for my knee. And again, you can play with a little bit like shifting that position. If I shift my body over that knee, it's a little bit different stretch than if I kind of come at it diagonally. And again, neither of those is right or wrong, they're just different stretches. Let's come over to the other side and play with that stretch on this side. First pulling the face toward the knee, and then shifting the torso directly over that leg, or coming at it from the diagonal, center. Let's feel that difference again. Let's come back to center again. If you can, looking behind the body. Just letting gravity unwind the spine a little bit. Maybe even shaking it out a little bit. And then I'm going to bend those knees just a little bit so that I can push up from the bottoms of the feet. Just let the arms dangle, kind of rounding the spine, coming up, checking in with the spine all the way. Let's step back into center. I'm going to shake these arms out again. Got a hitch in my neck and shoulder. It's just par for course these days. So if you got something going on in your body, make sure you listen to your body and also invite it to loosen up, let go. Sometimes that's all it takes, or might let you know what it needs, and then you can give it that. It might be more rest, it might be more movement, it might be some heat, it might be some cold, it might be some balm, it might be a little love. Everybody loves a little love, don't they? Oh, that feels good. That's what that needed. A little bit of love there. I don't know if that's love, but it feels good anyway. All right, let's do some shoulder, let's do some big arm rotation is what I meant. some shoulder rolls, that's what I was gonna say. We'll do shoulder rolls next. Go the other way, we'll do some big, medium, and small arm stretches to invite my arms to let go of some stress. Let's do medium with shoulder rolls. Adding the breath on the way up, and then exhaling on the way down. Let's go the other way, breathing in. Shake that out, shake it back and forth, shake it up and down. Let's do some hand circles, some small circles. Checking in with those littler bones. They're so hard working these days. All the fingers and wrists are talking to me. Going the other way. Let's just shake it out. Shake it to the left. Shake it to the right. Nice and short and sweet. Little de-stressing snack. I don't know if that quite counts. It's right in the middle somewhere. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being you. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you do. Leave me a comment if you want to. Whatever else you do, stay curious, stay courageous, stay fit, and stay free. Peace.